Greetings and salutations, viewers. Ed from Studio One Vintage Guitars here with you for another installment of In the Groove, brought to you by the gracious folks over at On Vinyl, an online portal of majesty and wonder, where you'll find a carefully curated selection of records and accoutrement that will have you listening to your favorite albums in the very highest of hi-fi. Today we start our month-long journey into a new theme, indie folk, and the first cab off the rank is a New Zealander, Aldous Harding, with her third offering, Designer. Now Aldous, real name Hannah Harding, was busking in the small South Island town of Geraldine when she was approached by established singer-songwriter and all-round good bugger, Anika Moa, who asked Hannah to open her show that very night. Now, as the story goes, Hannah was busking to raise enough coin to buy a ticket to go to the show. Kismet was afoot that day in Geraldine. Now, once she had split Geraldine and moved to Christchurch, she was similarly noticed. After moving north to Christchurch, she was once again noticed busking by Mr. Adam McGrath, who invited Harding to join him in his New Zealand folk institution, the Eastern, a band that she cut her teeth in for multiple years. Fast forward about 7 more years, add in 2 solo albums, a signing to the hippest indie label in all of the land, 4AD, and you'll land firmly at the foot of Designer. A wondrous album of distinctly weird folk tales sung by somebody that seems to have a cult of different singers living inside their voice box. She flawlessly moves from rounded alto to whimsical soprano and captivating your imagination with haunting, sometimes indecipherable lyrics that will have you reaching for the lyric sheet for clarity. Now, doing this will get you absolutely nowhere, but you'll be sure glad you did it. Not knowing what Aldous is singing about only makes the music and the simplicity of its arrangement that much more beguiling. A melodic and lyrical touchstone for me was British psych pioneer Syd Barrett. Throw in a healthy dollop of Edith Piaf and you'll be well on your way down the garden path to the door at the base of the magic toadstool that Aldous calls home. There you will find her sitting on a tuffet of stuffed unicorn hair, magnificently sipping a cup of dandelion tea while masterfully playing delicately vibey acoustic guitar. Now, on Designer, you'll hear a selection of steel and nylon string guitars, and each gets the shit played out of them with taste and measure. The intimacy of the song, The Barrel, is astounding. Every instrument is there, stark naked and captured with such refrained emotional dexterity. It opens with Harding's deceptively tricky 1-5-2-6 nylon fingerstyle motif in B major. We're shortly joined thereafter by an inquisitive piano melody that takes us by the hand and introduces us to the vocal. Aldous sings in hushed tones, enunciating lines like, "She's transfixed by some oral demon." I love the discombobulating lines. "I rushed in to hold down your page, and now I sleep beside words you do not read to me. And I hear the song from inside the maze, the very one you made, and I can't ignore the weirdo line, looks like the date is set, show the ferret to the egg." The song is underpinned by a sparse rhythm section of muted bass and woolly drums, akin to Topanga-era Neil Young. And when it tugs at your ear into the key of C sharp, you know you are listening to an exciting writer at play. Designer was produced by Mr. John Parrish, whom Harding had also worked with on her previous album, Party. Parrish, an English musician, has also worked on albums by PJ Harvey, Sparkle Horse, and Eels, aka some of the world's kookiest songwriters, and is a perfect match for Aldous Harding. Upon consulting the appreciated liner notes in the sleeve, it was discovered that Parrish also plays some stellar parts throughout the album. Drums, guitar, mellotron, jeez, Mr. Parrish. Another standout song for me is the title track, which showcases playful bongos and xylophone. think the Crash Bandicoot theme on Tramadol before it descends into an instrumental passage, verbed up 60s era Beach Boys, muted bass pluckings and legato woodwinds. It truly is a strange thing to roll out a spell, a la mode. When I listen to Aldous Harding deliver this material, I feel like she's totally at the behest of the song. She is its vehicle, and she will do anything within her power to fulfill its wishes. It will take her anywhere it wants to go, and she is cool with that. So if you enjoy your music with more than a hint of surrealism and the patience of Eric Satie, then go forth and seek out Aldous Harding's Designer from onvinyl.co.nz. I'll see you again next week for another deep dive into the world of indie folk. Haere rā, everybody.